Good
Yes,
morning,
good
teacher.
morning. Yes, good morning. Okay. Okay, so this morning we will continue to learn on page 55. Okay, page 55. Now we are going to discuss this question. Discuss the social background to the boom in aesthetic surgeries. Okay, I am the female and you are the male. Okay, let's start. I think I'm going to get a nose job. What do you think?
I think the noise is perfect the way it is. Don't change it.
But it's too flat, don't you think?
But I like it. That's why if you change it, you will become somebody else entirely, not the you that everybody knows and loves.
But I don't love me the way I am. I want to try a different look. If I don't like it, I can always get back my old one, right?
You make it sound like getting a new hairdo.
Hairdo, hairdo. From what I hear, it's almost as easy.
Somebody's been fitting you a line. We are talking about surgery that's never as easy as getting a hairdo, even under the best of circumstance,
Circumstances. Circumstances.
circumstances, circumstances.
Okay, very good. Well, I don't know. I'm still tempted.
Users brainwashed. That's so. The people who control the media insist that there is only one standard of beauty in the world, and if you deviate from it, then there is something wrong with you.
But just look at the women in the fashion magazine on the TV. They're gorgeous. I want to look like them.
I don't look much like any of the big movie stars these days, do I?
No, not at all.
Well, then it's the same thing, isn't it? Do you dislike me just because I'm not conventionally handsome?
No, it doesn't matter what you look like. I think you look like just fine. But I like you for who you are, not who you look like.
That's my point exactly.
Okay. Now, what are the two persons talking about in this dialogue, in this conversation? What are they talking about?
Maybe one person concerned about he or she knows, and other people try to explain about it's not problem, and sometimes we affected by magazine and movie stars, so the try to keep everything normally. That is the best way, I think so.
Yes, the girl in this conversation really want to have a nose job, really want to get a nose job, okay, nose lift. But then uh, the male said that her nose is perfect that way. But again, the women or the male is being tempted or yeah, mm, what is that? Okay, with the fashion magazines and on TV. So she likes the women in the fashion magazines on TV who are having the nose job. But then uh, the male tried to convince her that she is just perfectly fine with her original nose. Okay, so this is the conversation about The girl wants to have the plastic surgery, but then the male tries his very best to control the woman not to have that one. Okay, so this time we will learn the English difficult words. We have hairdo, hairstyle, especially for a woman. Okay, during party, whenever there is a gathering, a party, or an occasion, you can see women having different hairstyle or hairdo, right? Okay, hairdo and hairstyle are similar. Be tempted means have an urge to inclination or inclination. Now, the woman is tempted to have a nose job because she likes, she admires the women she can see in the magazine and in the television. Tempted means you have the urge, you have the desire, you have the feelings to try on also. Deviate means move away as from a norm or purpose or stray. Now, this is our personal looks. Okay, this is our personal looks. You also have your personal looks. Now, when we say, when we do plastic surgery with our original looks, according to the male in the conversation, we will deviate. Deviate means move away from what is the original. Next is we have conventional, based on the approved by general usage or customary. And then feed a line, gives something false or misleading information. Okay, so these are the new English words that we can learn from this page. Do you have a question about our topic in issue 28? It's about
No, any
plastics.
question?
Okay, so this time we have issue 29. Okay, issue 29 is about house husband. Have you met this word, house husband? What do you
Mm,
have? What do you have in mind when you hear the word house husband? We have this housewife. We also
yeah.
have husband. What do you think? What is house husband?
Uh, I heard the word like house chores or housewife. Today I hear about house husband. Maybe that's a job to relate about something like electricity in the house or something really difficult, and the woman can the woman doesn't do that. I think so.
Okay. So, okay, let's find out what is a house husband. Okay. I've been a house husband for 5 years and I'm not even married. I think it's great. I'm very particular about living in a clean, neat environment, but I'm in my own boss and my hours are flexible. The only bad thing about being a house husband is the pay. But my real job is a freelance writer, so it's easy for me to do the housework around my other schedule. And I don't have the fight the traffic every day to get to work. Someday I will probably get married, but I will retain both my present jobs. My wife can continue with her occupation without having to worry about getting home to clean the house, or she can stay at home with me and can spend even more time together. Okay, this person is a house husband. Okay, meaning to say he does he does the things that a woman or a housewoman usually do. Like, for example, cleaning the house, making the environment neat and clean. Okay, so this is what he usually do. The things that a housewife normally do when she is at home. Now, before we will go further, we will have first, oh, here we have two words. Particular, attentive to, or concerned with details or meticulous. When we say particular, a person who looks on a small details of something, a small details of something. Like for example, in the house, when a woman cleans, yeah, the house, the woman is very particular in all the corners of the house. She should make sure that the living room is clean, the dining room is clean, the kitchen is clean, and the bedroom is clean. She is particular. She is concerned with the details in the house, or the small parts, or the all parts in the house. That is mean by particular. Flexible, capable of or willing to change. Okay. Flexible meaning to say he can easily adjust to changes. Okay. Now let's have this one. What do you think about the house husband? I think it is a stupid idea. I think people should be able to live their lives any way they want. I really don't care one way or another. Okay, this is a house husband. You are doing the things that a woman usually do in the house. What do you think about that? Is that okay with you to become a house husband or no? Can you choose one answer from the three choices?
Um, so the finally house husband, that is the same thing the wife can do a normal day, right?
Yes, 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 yes,
Uh,
yes. Doing all the dishes, the laundry, the cooking, just like what the wives usually do in the house.
yeah, and when the man still not married, we can use house husband for his.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
As long as he always do the things that a woman usually do in the house, even if he is not yet married. What about, okay, what do you think about house husband? Do you think it is a stupid idea? Or do you think people should be able to live their lives anywhere they want? Or you think that you don't care one way or another? What can you say about the idea of house husband?
In my case, I think uh, people should be able to live their lives any way they want. Yeah.
Why? Why?
Um, I don't know, but I think the house husband is not suitable with me. And every time I always try to avoid. That's when I stay at home. And even my wife asked me help her. So I don't like it. Yeah.
Okay, yes, yes. So that is why your answer is I think people should be able to live their lives any way they want. That's very good. Yes, you are giving everyone a freedom to live his life, what kind of life he wants. Yes, if he wants to do the things that a woman usually do in the home, then it's okay. If he doesn't, then it is still okay. All right, now this time let's have this one. Okay, I will read the first answer. For a long time, people. Okay, let's have this first. Frame, expressed carefully in a particular way. Suit, be convenient or appropriate for something. Day in, day out, every day for a long time. promising, likely to be successful, or very good. Go off, leave a place. Do you understand the new English words?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so I will read now the answers. Okay. Now, for a long time, people have framed individual rights from a feminist perspective. Women who are qualified and interested should have the same right to pursue any careers as men have, but the same should be true for all males as well. If it suits them, why can't they be homemakers? Let their wives work for a living. Oh. Okay, so this is his idea. Now, usually, long before, what we can always see between the married individuals, in the long time before, it's the husband who will look for money, who will look for a job, and it's the woman who will stay at home, and yeah, it's a wife who will stay at home and work for the many tasks at home. But this time, yeah, in the modern time, uh, it changes. We can normally see in this time that both the husband and the wife are working, are looking for money. But the boy, the answer, yeah, the person in this answer is trying to say that if if it suits them, why can't they be homemakers? Let their wives work for a living. Now, it depends on their agreement. If the couple decides that it's the wife who will work for the money, for a living, and then the husband will stay at home and do the household chores, then it's okay. So this person is okay with the fact that a man could live in the house, do the things, the household chores, and the wife would work for a living. So it depends on the couple, what they decide. Number two, it is a natural for men, and meaning to say not. It is a natural for men to do the housework for a living. There is nothing wrong with helping out in an emergency or sharing the household chores with a wife who works outside the home. But both of these situations are very different from a man cleaning the house and raising the kids day in, day out. Oh, house husbands are not real men. Okay, this is the idea of the second person. House husbands are not real men because, yeah, he said he cannot imagine a man cleaning the house, raising the kids all day out. So I guess this is a man and he doesn't like the idea about house husband. So this time, let's have this one. Have you ever talked with your spouse? Spouse means wife, okay? Have you ever talked with your wife about being house husband? Why or why not? Have you tried to talk with your wife about house husband?
Yes, in the past, when I saw my wife always busy with the house chores, she doesn't have time for eating breakfast. At that time, I asked her about she can stop and eating breakfast with her family, and then she can do continue. And at that time, she always says me, "I want to finish before eating," and sometimes we become um, acute a lot in the same time.
Yes. Okay. It's good for you that you have discussed to her about that one. Now, number two, if a man's wife had a more promising job than he, should he be willing to be a house husband? Promising means likely to be successful or very good. Like for example, your wife has many talents, has many abilities, and he has many she has many promising jobs, promising likely to succeed, like, okay, if a man's wife had a more promising job than he, should he be willing to be a house husband? In your case, example, if your wife has many skills, talents, and abilities, that she has many promising jobs. Are you willing to be a house husband and let your wife do the work, okay, in looking for money? Are you willing or no? Not.
Um, hmm, I think uh, that is the difficult situation with a man when he had a wife more successful in job than uh, uh, himself.
Yes.
Because in my country, the men have to face with the pressure when
Mm-mm.
they earn uh,
Little, when they earn little compared with their wife.
yeah.
Mm-mm.
And I think it's not easy for the man accept a stay at home, support everything
Mm,
for his wife to go out and earn a lot of
mm-mm.
money than he. But in my case, maybe I have to accept that, and I try to be willing, stay at home and control everything. Yeah.
Wow, you are very good. You are very open-minded. Wow, you are very open-minded. I like the way you presented your ideas and your thoughts in this answer. Wow. Okay, next is number three. What do you think is the main factor that determines who stays at home and who goes off to work? Okay, for the husband and wife, what do you think is the main factor that determines who stays at home and who goes to work?
What do I think is the main factor that determines who stay at home and who go off to work? I don't think so because we have two tools um, when one person can uh, who missing earned a lot of money than other people. I think at that time we have to choose for control everything so good. For example, if the wife go out, the husband should be support her control in the house chores, or if they even if he can't go out. I think the best way we have to one person earning money and other person have to control the house chore. That is a
Mm,
good
yes, yes,
balance. I mean, yeah.
yes, yeah, yes. Because, yeah, especially when you have kids, it is very good that there is someone in the family. It is someone, yeah, who will take charge, especially if the kids are still very young. It is important that the man will go out for work, yeah, and the wife will stay at home and raise the kids and do the task at home. Okay, that's very good. Number four, what would be the merits and the demerits of house husbandry?
Uh,
When we say merits, the good side, the advantages, Merits means the advantages. Demerits mean disadvantages. In your case, in your idea, what is or what are the advantages of being a husband, and what are also the disadvantages of being a house husband?
Mhm. What would be the merits and demerits of house husband dry? Husband dry. What does it mean? Husband dry. Mm, I don't know about the meaning of this question.
Okay, okay. Advantages. Do you know the word advantages?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is similar with merits. Now, if you think, okay, yeah, there are some people, husband, who take part as the house husband. In your idea, in your opinion, what are the advantages they can get if they are the house husband?
So the mean is the benefits
Yes, yeah, the benefits.
when a man
Become
stay at
a house.
home,
Yes,
uh,
that's it.
yeah, with the woman stay at home.
Ah, the man stay at home as house husband doing the household chores while the woman goes out looking for work.
Uh,
Okay, because there are some country who are even here in the Philippines. Yeah, here in the Philippines, there are some families who are the husband stays at home, doing the task as their wife supposed to be to do. Yeah, they are exchanging roles. There are some husbands because okay, it happened because the girl has a job, yeah, has a stable job, but she married to a man who doesn't have a stable job. So the tendency is when they get married, okay, like for example, she is a teacher, okay, she is a teacher, then she has a stable job, and then she married to a man who does not finish studies and who doesn't have a job. So the tendency is the man will stay